guys, it's Jennifer. Alright, so what I'm going to be talking about in this video is essentially 3 very easy steps to survive a nuclear radiological attack or detonation, whatever situation. Why am I discussing this? I've had multiple people leave comments, DM me, and whatnot about the Army is currently training for a nuclear situation. Which, let me start by saying, before anybody's like, clickbait, whatever, we've always trained for this. It's, since there's been nuclear capabilities, we have. But with the current climate of, the geopolitical situations that we have, I would like to go over some things that I learned in both the military and working in an emergency room as a RN, and essentially 3 things that will save you if at all possible, and it's not hard. These are extremely simple things that anybody can do. It's not going to cost really any money or anything. And these are the things that people don't really talk about. People want to talk about storing this for, 25 years, this, and all of these things, spend $10,000 for a bug out, a bunker, and all of these things. Okay, well, most people don't have those kind of resources, nor do they have a place to go, whatever. Okay, I'm not going to get into all that. So, I'm going to show you how you and your family and your neighbors and everybody can survive a nuclear fallout, essentially. Okay? Well, let me go over this article. So, they're training for, if 2 simultaneous nuclear explosions detonate, 1 in Detroit and 1 in Phoenix, police, fire, and local emergencies workers scramble to respond. What happens next? Right now, a group of 3,500 soldiers, a mix of Army, National Guard, active duty soldiers under the U.S. Army North, 1,200, which are reservists, and other service members are working on that very problem. So, see, this is pretty detailed. Whenever we trained in the military, so when I worked in the emergency room, we were the closest facility to the plants, the oil and gas plants, and so we trained on if something like that were to happen there, or even if they had some type of explosion. Anyway, so I'm going to go over those little things. But, it does concern me how detailed they really are in this article, and how they seem like they really feel that this could be a possibility. So, that doesn't mean freak out, okay? So, they set up tents outside of Detroit and are crowding 200 or more troops into a command post. How exactly are you supposed to respond to thousands of dead, tens of thousands needing decontamination, blah, blah, blah. So they're going through what you're going to do. Okay, first things first. If you're outside when this occurs, go take a shower. With soap only. Do not use conditioner. And try not to use soap that has a lot of conditioner in it. Okay? Try to use Dawn or something like that, because you want to actually wash away things. You don't want to keep it. The conditioners and things like that are going to lock, it locks in moisture, and so that's essentially what it's going to do. It's not going to actually wash it off. That's going to be your best thing to do immediately. If you were outside, even if you weren't, I would recommend taking a shower, because the groundwater is not going to be contaminated at that point. Okay? And the next thing that you're going to want to do, first thing, fill up your bathtubs with water. So you have that water. If you have 2 bathtubs, go fill up both of them with water. Okay? Then have everybody take a shower. If you have a swimming pool, perfect. If your neighbors have a swimming pool, make friends with them. Okay? Because putting a shield of water around you and the contaminants is the best thing to do. Same thing with an EMP. If you have that water barrier away from electronics or anything like that, I'm not saying put a toaster, put your cell phone, a toaster wouldn't really matter, put your cell phone in water. I'm saying you could put it in multiple layers and then put it surrounded in a container of water. Does that make sense? Like if you put your necessary electronics into something, into a, one of those waterproof containers or whatever, and then you would put it in a bigger container that is then filled with water. Because as much as people talk about EMPs and all of these things, they're just going to fry everything, that's not exactly true. And there are different levels of it. But EMPs and radioactive stuff, it doesn't travel through water well. Okay? So you want that barrier of humidity, you want any layers. It's all about layers. Okay? So don't go outside in your bikini or anything. You want to put on as many layers as you can after you take a bath, a shower, whatever. Same with your kids. And just have layers, layers, layers. Don't bundle up and sweat to death. Okay? The next thing is water. I know I already talked about water with the pools. No. Drinking water. Okay? You're going to want to drink copious amounts of water. Tons of water. Okay? Because the water is going to flush out the system. Even if your water might be a little contaminated, you're going to be getting rid of it fast enough to rid yourself of that. And of course the potassium iodide. If you don't have potassium iodide, you can get it for pretty cheap. I am not with any company that, I would recommend. I don't know which one's the actual best one. But yeah, if you have the money for the potassium iodide pills, I would say they're pretty cheap, really. But even get more. You don't want your neighbors freaking the crap out. Okay? So tossing some pills to these people is going to be the best. You want people calm. The worst thing to do is freak out. The worst thing to do. Your body starts kicking into high gear. And I know it's hard to stay calm in a situation like that. But you need to just stop, think, especially if you have children. You don't want them to see you freaking out. Okay? So you have that. Take your little potassium and then water. Water, water, water. Okay. I'm going to show y'all a few things that I have that I keep my water in. Well, there's not really water in it right now. But very cheap items that you can keep water in. And obviously, depending on how close you are to the detonation site, that makes, there are different factors, but prepared also. But these are things that you and your neighbors and everybody that, is around, you can call them up. Hey, do this, do this, do this. And then just have people stop eating food. The food is going to hold in any type of radiation. Okay, so you're going to drink water, water, water. This is what I have. I have these containers. I'm not saying that these are the best things, but what I'm saying is these are something that everybody can grab from Walmart, from wherever. Fill them up. Get 1 or 2. This is 3 gallons. So get a couple. If you have 5 people in your family, get 2 for each one. Okay? Because you're going to want to drink, drink, drink. Okay? But the best thing about these is they are stackable. I actually just keep them in my closet. And obviously, whoa. Sorry, guys. Alright, so yeah, I dropped everything. So, the best thing, they are stackable. Put them in your closet. Put them in wherever. Yes, I could go on and on about this is the best place to store it and this and that. I'm talking about people that, you know, don't have a whole lot of time. I mean, these are things that you can do today just to be prepared, and then later on get everything. You know, they stack up multiple high. So I think I have like 3 of them. So you just stack right up, and you could store them anywhere. Also, I have these. They're super skinny. They are 7 gallons or 6. They're 6 gallons. Super skinny. Fit them in your closet, fit them under the bed, whatever. You know, if you have an apartment, whatever the case may be. Another thing that I have is filters. I have 0 water. This is just something that you can get at Walmart, Amazon, whatever. They do have these radiological filters for certain things, whatever. Okay, I'm talking about things that you can get right now that could help to save you and your family's lives. Okay? 0 water comes with a TDS meter. Come on, let's go. I'll show you what the filter is. All right. So, I have 2 of them. I have the 5-gallon one, and I have the pitcher one. Okay? They all come with a TDS meter. That measures the amount of total dissolved solids, and it's 0. That's why it's called 0 water. Whenever I test my tap water, it's something around 180. It's horrible. My water here is terrible. But once it's filtered, it runs at 0. So it removes almost everything from your water. Okay? And those are things that you can do today and definitely help the outcome. Something to not do. Oh wait, while I'm still on water. Humidifier. If you have multiple humidifiers, that's also even better. You want to, like I said, make a water filtered area. So a humidifier is going to produce, you know, that extra barrier. If you have a basement, awesome. Louisiana, we don't have any basements, but we do have humidity, so maybe that'll work in our favor. So I don't know. But seriously, these are things that you can do in those very critical hours, critical days, and have everybody to stay calm and do these things, and you will have a much better outcome. Something to not do. Do not get in your car and leave your house to try to go somewhere, to wherever. You're going to be stuck in traffic, and you'll probably die or something. I'm not going to say, you know, if you're at work, I'm not saying shelter in place at work. I mean, obviously there are so many factors that you could factor into this, but I'm talking about things that are something that you can do, like I just said, today, and make it a whole lot better for your outcome. Okay? So, let's review. We've got shower, fill up your bathtubs with water, drink the water, humidifier, humidify the water, and then, you know, you'll be wanting to filter your water after that kind of water. If you have a well, get a manual pump, because especially a deep well. I don't have a well here, I used to at my other house, and it was super deep. And so those super deep wells are not going to be contaminated for a very long time. You know, so after those few critical days and whatever, you can get to those type of areas to where there's even things that you can make your own manual pump. Okay? And then they have pumps that you can buy cheap. They're like called emergency water pumps or whatever. Let me see. But again, shower with soap all over. Get it all over. And if you absolutely don't have any of those things, baby wipes or just some type of, you know, wipe off, blow your nose out of your, you know, all of your orifices that would be, you know, spit out your mouth, whatever. Get everything cleaned out, especially your nose, because that's going to go into your respiratory system. I really think that's it. Oh, whenever all of the clothing that you were wearing or anything like that, bag it up and put it away. Outside, away from you. Okay? If you were outside when it happened or when the fallout begins, whatever, take the clothes, burn them. I don't know about burning them, because then that could cause something else. Get rid of them, though. Anything that you use to wipe yourself off, you know, the baby wipes, anything like that, get rid of it. Double bag, triple bag it, get rid of it. You want everything away from you, okay? I'm trying to think. I believe that's really it that's going to, in those moments, save your life. Save your family's lives, okay? But the main thing is, be calm. Don't flip out. But in times like this, it's something that we really need to think about. I honestly don't know what they're thinking with all of this animosity and craziness that they're doing. But just be prepared. Let me see. I think that's really about it. So everyone have a wonderful day. Like, share, subscribe. If you have any other, you know, you have ideas, put them in the comments. Press that like button, share it, because these are things that people really need to know in times like this. They really do, okay? I'm going to do some other videos about SHTF and have those type of preparedness stuff, but these are things that, like I've said more than 100 times already, you can do right now to be safe, okay? So I hope that helps answer all the questions that I got the DMs about and everything. And that's about it. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.